Folks, I gotta tell you, I'm being serious now, no joke. We need rain.
Welcome to my cluttered garage. You know I'm really glad you're here. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. I am really glad you're here because I like you and I'm glad you're here. Today's video is, I'm thinking of this as kind of like a timestamp for history's sake. Today is November 9th, 2024. And we are in a drought here in southern New Jersey, and I guess other parts of the country are too. But we have had the driest couple of months. We haven't had a measurable rain for more than 2 months here in southern New Jersey. In fact, October is now on record as the driest month in recorded history for New Jersey. And we again, have not had measurable rain since before September. So it's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird and it's very different. You know, when you walk around, first of all, you can see the field is brown, all the grass is brown. When you walk around, you can feel and hear the vegetation kind of crushing below your feet because it's so dry. Used to be this time of year that I would wonder how in the world are the farmers going to get out there to harvest the soybeans in this mud, because we usually have, I think, up to 4 inches of rain by this time or over this period of October, November, so. And soybeans are harvested late October, early November, so this is the time. Now I'm seeing farmers out there with their combines and harvesting soybeans and I guess field corn that's dried out, and the dust is just incredible. In fact, it's so dusty here, where we've been clearing at the lowest part of the property along the creek, it's dusty down there. Come wintertime, when we do get rain, if we ever get rain again, you can't even walk down there. It's so muddy. And I've never seen, of course, we've only been here a short time, a year and a half or so. I haven't seen it dusty like that. And back in the woods, the leaves are falling and the base of leaves back there is so thick because there hasn't been any rain to wet and compress those leaves. So you're walking back there and it's just like walking through, kind of reminds me of the little ball pits that the kids have, you know, where they have like 2 feet of little rubber balls and they're playing. And that's what the leaves are like back there, and there's still a lot more to fall. We're under a red flag fire warning for pretty much the whole state at this point. We've had wildfires happening up in northern New Jersey, and we had a wildfire here in southern New Jersey, several towns away yesterday, day before. And I hear that they're getting them under control, but that's not a common thing to have here. And it is concerning to know that, you know, what a single flame could do. It's just so dry and hard to explain. You even feel it in the air. So this is, like I said, the driest, October was the driest month in recorded history, which goes back to like 1895. Now we do have a predicted measurable rain coming this weekend. They're talking about, I think Sunday, that we may see rain up to 0.2 inches. That's less than 1/4 of an inch. And that's like half a centimeter for the rest of the world that uses that silly metric system, but less than 1/4 of an inch. And it'll, as they're saying, it may kind of dampen down the dust a little bit, but it's not going to do anything to take care of the drought and the rain. Now the funny thing is, we've got this creek that runs along the property and it is flowing like mad. It's lower, but it's clean water. It's flowing nonstop. I don't even understand where it comes from. It's got to be springs in the ground coming up because we don't have mountains. We don't have runoff. There are lakes around, but the lakes, you know, should be down at this point. So this creek, amazingly, still has water in it. And that's good to know in case we have to start collecting water. The other thing that was kind of peculiar, the other day we discovered a sinkhole in the driveway. And a sinkhole usually happens when you have a lot of rain and there's undermining under the ground, and then the surface kind of collapses. Now we found this sinkhole almost looked like a a groundhog hole, but there was no dirt or stone piled on top. It had just collapsed from underneath, and it was about, you know, 6-8 inches around. I stuck my hand down in there, and it was about a foot deep, and it was not wet or damp inside. So that's strange, and I'm wondering, could it be that the ground is so dry underneath that it's collapsing, that it's shrinking and causing this sinkhole? Because we're up on a hill here, and the creek is down low. There are natural springs that run across this field, and they come out the side of the hill. So I wonder, could it be that those springs have stopped running and that the ground has dried and collapsed, causing that hole? I don't know. I filled it in. I just kicked some stone into it and stepped on it. We'll keep an eye on it and see if it resurfaces, but it is a very strange thing to see here. We've been letting Irma out every day, in addition to giving her grain, but just letting her out of her little field here so she can look for any green grass or anything that she can munch on. But she's obviously not hurting for weight. She's nice and fat. Doing all right, buddy? How you doing, huh? Just wants to graze. There's some. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about, was this drought in New Jersey. Again, kind of a timestamp so that we can look back and say, remember that time that New Jersey had that severe drought? I don't know when the end is. You know, like I said, Sunday is a measurable rain, but hardly anything. I have to believe that it's going to come soon after that, because we normally are in mud here in this part of New Jersey. It's usually pretty messy, and maybe the rest of the winter will be like that. We've had over the past more than a decade, extremely mild winters, and I have not complained about that. But this past summer was record heat, and I might have complained about that because it was relentless heat this past summer. Now, what does that mean? I don't know. Is it climate change? Probably. Probably. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but it probably is. Is it man-made, or does man contribute to it? I don't know. Maybe. But the fact is, it's here, and I don't know how we deal with it, but it might just be kind of the new norm here. So tell me, what do you think? Is this the new norm, or is this just kind of a fluke and it's a strange September, October, November? Let me know what you think. Let me know also, what are things like in your part of the country, or even your part of the world? I know we've got people from Australia who watch the channel that is, you know, really far away. So let me know, what are things like where you are, and what do you think about this strange drought season that we're having? I'd appreciate hearing from you. I want to thank you for watching today. Reminder that if you have not yet subscribed to the channel on YouTube or followed on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, I invite you to join me. And although this video is a bit different, I hope you'll check out some of my other videos. Meanwhile, thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. And as always, I look forward to seeing you next time.